All right, so we're still on exponents, okay? And today we're going to look at the product rule, all right? Now, product, what does product mean? And I shouldn't have to write this down, but I will, okay? We're going to be looking at multiplication. Okay, so the product rule with exponents, we're going to be looking at multiplication, okay? Now, when you do the product rule, you have to have the same base for this to work, okay? So just a note to remember, must have same base. All right, so make sure we remember this, okay, for this product rule to work. All right, so here's how the product rule works. Let's say I have a to the m power times a to the n power. Okay, so a couple things to note here. They have the same base. Okay, so have same base. All right, so this equals a. All right, and the second thing to note is we add the exponents. So add exponents. So my exponents, m and n, is going to be a to the m plus n power. Okay, so you leave your exponents up here. You make sure you have the same base. Bring your base over, and they have to have the same exponents. All right. Yes, we will do some examples. All right, so don't panic on me. You're probably like, oh my goodness, what is going on here? All right, so let's look at an example here. Let's say I have x to the fourth power times x to the fifth power. Okay, so notice they have the same base, so this is going to equal x to the power of 4 plus 5. I just add my exponents, and 4 plus 5 is going to equal 9. So this answer will be x to the 9th power. Okay, I have the same base, and then I just add my exponents there. All right, let's look at another one. This can also work with numbers. So let's say if I have 5 to the 5th power times 5 to the 8th power. All right, they have the same base. Yes, so I keep the base. I'm going to add my exponents, 5 to the 5 plus 8, which will equal 5 to the 13th power. Now, obviously, we don't know that answer on top of our head. So if it did ask for a numerical answer, you could plug that in the calculator and get your answer. Okay? So let's look at one that's just a little more complicated. All right? Let's say if I have y to the 7th power times y times y to the 4th power. Okay? One thing to remember, what is this invisible exponent here? Y is by itself. That is to the first power. Okay, so keep that in mind. That's to the first power. So this is going to be, notice that these are all y. They have the same base, like we talked about. This is y to the 7 plus 1 plus 4. Okay, you keep your base and you just add all your exponents across the board, and this will equal y to the 12th power. Okay, simple enough so far? Hope so. All right, let's look at one more here. Let's say if I have 3x to the 6th power times 2x to the 4th power. Do these have similar bases? It don't seem like it, okay, but actually they do because they share this x, okay? They're going to share that x. So let me give you some steps on this one, all right? So our first step, we're going to multiply our base. Okay, so we're going to multiply our base here. Okay, so our base, when we multiply our base, all right, we have 3 times 2. So what is 3 times 2? It's going to give us 6. Okay. And the second step here is we use the product rule. So what is, I have my x and my x. So it'll be x to the 6th times x to the 4th, which is x to the 6th plus 4, which is x to the 10th. So then that would go x to the 10th power. Okay, and that right there would be your final answer. All right. Now, right here on our base, I'm going to write the word coefficient. What does coefficient mean? That is the number that is in front of the variable. So our 3. So we're going to multiply our base, as our coefficient is 3 times 2, and then we're going to use our product rule on our variables, okay, because they have the same base, and you add your exponents. Okay, so those right there are a little bit more difficult than what we're used to. All right, so hopefully that helps. Hope you guys have a great day.